Well, good morning, everybody. Hi, I'm James from EnGenius Networks Europe in Eindhoven, the Dutch office of EnGenius. I thank you all, everyone who is now participating in this webinar. Thank you for your participation. I will start with a short personal introduction. Like I said, I'm James Roos. I'm now almost working 4 years for EnGenius, and I'm product manager here, and that's why I am responsible to hand over information of our products to all our customers. So therefore, we have our webinar series, and everyone is welcome to join our webinars. So welcome, everybody. So today we have our EnGenius Neutron solution powered by EasyMaster. It's the second presentation in a row of 3 dedicated to our EasyMaster. And today we will have a hands-on of our EasyMaster. So let's start. Let's see. Okay. So please find the agenda for this presentation listed here. And so, like I said, this presentation is going to be a hands-on introduction of the EnGenius Neutron solution powered by EasyMaster. The features are divided in 4 main categories, so we will go through them systematically. Okay, let's start with the introduction. The Neutron series, I call them the EasyMaster is like a Neutron series evolution. The EasyMaster is a Linux-based a program to be installed on a server locally and later also in the cloud to manage multiple Neutron access points and switches worldwide. So in this page, you see the most important features listed. It's a free software, so it's like a package. And the main feature here is that it has multi-site management. In other words, another word for cross-network, cross-subnet. And it can integrate multiple Neutron setups. And we can go up to 1,000 access points. And we have management redundancy, and we call that smart sync and easy redundancy. If you're interested, currently we are having our beta software released now, and in the end of November we will have our final version. And if you're interested, please contact your sales to then we will provide you a download link where you can download the whole package, the whole beta package to test for you for free. So EasyMaster, like I said, we are going to have a hands-on, but actually I'm not going to use a live version of the EasyMaster simply because I cannot browse and skip steps if I want to show something, and I cannot simulate in real time the users and the situation that I want to show you in this presentation. So I'm using real screenshots. So we can skip, and I already pre-configured some steps here. So, and also for future presentation material, the screenshots are much easier to capture in a movie and inside the presentation. So the screenshots are based on current beta version of the software. The final version is planned to be released in the end of November. And there are a few functionalities not finalized in this beta version, so I cannot show all the features at this moment. And I will have an overview of these functions in the next slides. And you can see which are not available in the beta version, but are ongoing in progress now to be developed. So, like I said, the beta version is available. And this beta version is the VM player version, which is the first release of the EasyMaster. So in a later stage, we will also release a cloud version that can be installed in the cloud. So that one will be under development and will be available in the future. So this one needs to be installed on a VM player, and if you want to try it, the beta version at the moment, you can download one whole package, which includes a full step-by-step manual and how to install. Everything is in one package with all the manuals aside, how to do it, and you can try if you want to. So based on this situation, we will not go through this installation, how to set up the real EasyMaster. We will just later we will start right away inside the user interface of the EasyMaster without explaining how the installation of the EasyMaster actually has to be done, because that is all described in this manual. It goes step by step. If you just follow all the steps, it's very easy to install it. Okay, so we'll go first to the overview. I made here one overview. These are the main features of the EasyMaster, categorized in 4 columns. So I have some bold features here. These features will be highlighted in this presentation, and some are skipped, and there is some with a clock in the end. That means that it's still under development, and we have to wait until this function is built in the version, in the later version, final version, that's going to be released in the end of November. Okay, I have a QR code on the screen. Then you can, if you want, you can download this overview very easy, just for reference, as an index what we are going to in this presentation. So before we go through the actual screenshots, I first want to explain the product position of EasyMaster. The EasyMaster is not to replace the Neutron switches. EasyMaster is to make the solution more complete, and supposedly to use as an add-on to the Neutron switches. Some features are executed through a switch or in combination with the switch. So for the full functions, you need to have the switch and the EasyMaster. However, you can manage access points without the switch, but you will not have all the features available. So if you look at this overview here, in the left part, I have up to now the EasyMaster, the Neutron using only the switch, which has a local management and the management capability to manage up to 50 access points. We have active management and AP clustering and AP configuration, and we have the topology view, and actually these functions below here, these are switch functions. So if you would only have EasyMaster, the software version, you already have the capability to manage up to 1000 access points, and of course with active access point management. And EasyMaster will have AP grouping instead of AP clustering, but I will come back to you about this later. And EasyMaster at this moment is adding captive portal. So if you would use both switch and EasyMaster, you will have all the features that come from switch side and EasyMaster side, you will have combined. So this is the initial the initial function of EasyMaster, how we design it to be. Mainly the most important things that are on top of EasyMaster is the possibility for cross-subnet management and the management capability up to 1000 access points. And currently we have our captive portal inside the EasyMaster. So yes, so let's go to the next slide. Let's start with the first column, centralized management. We will start with the first column. With EasyMaster, you can configure manage and monitor up to 1,000 Neutron devices, access points and switches. And because of the cross subnet capability, it does not matter from where. So this is the cross subnet. And the last thing is the AP group configuration, which I will show in the screenshots. Cross subnet capability. Please remind, as I mentioned before, it would be possible to manage access points directly by the EasyMaster, but you will not have all the features available. But what we have in EasyMaster is that we have the cross subnet capability. So the big difference between the Neutron Switch and the EasyMaster is the cross subnet capability. This means that it does not matter where the EasyMaster is, as long as the EasyMasters and the access points are connected to the internet. So it can be in one place, in your place, and you can manage access points in another location, or you are in here, or the EasyMaster is on the other location, but you still can access the EasyMaster from remote, and you can still manage all the access points either here or in the other location. Okay, so the last thing in the first column is the hierarchy, and with the Neutron Switch, you can organize, as you see here, you can organize a local network in clusters. So inside the Neutron Switch, you can make different clusters where you can add access points inside the cluster to manage them per cluster. Okay. In EasyMaster, the hierarchy is different. So this is one of the big differences of the functionality of the software, is that in EasyMaster we have groups where you can add the access points to, but on top of that there is another layer which we call projects, and this makes it possible to organize and separate multiple deployments from each other, but still you can manage them from one point. So knowing this hierarchy, we can continue to see how it looks like. So let's go to the first slide. So after you have installed the EasyMaster on a PC, and you have to run the VM player and let the servers run, at that time you have already configured the IP address in where you can access the user interface of the EasyMaster. And this is the first page of the user interface, and this is what you see when you log in. And let's just go inside that one. So the first layer in like a few slides before, the first layer in the EasyMaster is a project layer, and you can arrange various projects or deployments, and that you can manage separately with one EasyMaster installation. For instance, if I have 3 customers, let's start small. I have 3 customers. I can already give the service to these 3 customers to manage their wireless network with my EasyMaster that I have installed in my office here. So I can have in my EasyMaster, I can set up project A for customer A, project B for customer B, and project C for customer C. So I first want to go through the projects here. So if I click on this project button here, I can do 2 things here. I can create a new project. We find the list down of the current project, and then you can create a project here. So in this screenshot, you can see that there's already one project created before, and we actually could create a new project, but it will look like this. Just add a project name, and we can just put a remark here as a description. But we will work with an existing project to start with, because then I have already some pre-configured configuration in the system, so I don't have to do everything. So let's go inside my existing project, which I call a test environment. And actually, in this screen, we see that there are 2 managed access points already in our network. These are here, and it's mentioned here in the number, and here you can see it listed out. And yeah, so in the main window, you see the list down. In the menu, we see that there is a device pending for approval, which is here. And this means that there is a manageable device in the local network that can be managed by the EasyMaster. So if I would click on that, let's see what happens. Then we go to another page, and the available and pending access points are listed here. So we can select them. Let's go with this. We can select them, press here, and I can add them and see what happens. So we can see that this access point will start connecting, and it will start auto provisioning into the project. Okay. After a while, we would see that it comes online, and at this moment, the access point is just added with default settings and without security. And you can also see that the access point is not a member of a group, and we will add that later. So if you look here, you see that there is these 2 access points are in a group, and this one is not. So that we will do in the next step. And we actually have to go through to the group configuration, which is under device control. Just go inside the group. And in this slide, you can already see that there is already one group which are pre-made. That's why I use screenshots, which is called EasyMaster tests. And I want to open this group and add this new access point, which I just have provisioned into the system. I want to add into my group. So I have to go to my group here. I go to my edit button, and I have to go to my member settings here. And then I can see that I have in my members 2 access points already as a member in my group. And I want to add another one, which I have pending. So I press the add button here. And I see there is a list coming out that there is 1 access point, in this case, the EAWS 210 access point, which I just provisioned. I can add them here, select them here. I have to confirm here. And then this access point will be added to the group. And meanwhile, the settings of the group will be written inside the access point after we press the apply button. Apply button is in the back, in the bottom. All right. So after applying, you will find that the access point now is also in the group. Let me point it with this pointer here. Oh. Okay. So now 1, 2, 3 access points are part of the EasyMaster test group. Okay. Let's continue again here. Device control. There is a summary. Okay, let's go to the summary here. So in the device control, you can also find a summary, and now we can see that there are 1 more access point managed in inside our system. And the previous procedure, yeah. So we have now 3 managed access points and 1 switch inside the system. So up till now, we have 1 access point recognized by the system because it was inside our network. EasyMaster is capable to sub-crossnet management. But if we want to manage an access point remotely, then we also need to have a special procedure how to manage the access point remotely. And the first step to let the EasyMaster communicate with the access point is by register the access point inside the system. Our new access points will be delivered with the label on top of the access point, where there is a unique code. I will go to the next slide. It's much easier to explain it like this. So on the moment that an AWS access point is connected to the internet, it will send a note to the EasyRef server. This is a background server that EnGenius is running just to make able the handshake between the EasyMaster and the managed access points over the internet. It's like a DNS server or something like that. So on the moment that the access point is connected to the internet, so this is the one crucial requirement that is very important. So on the moment that's connected to the internet, it will send a note to the EasyRef server to register its location, and through EasyMaster, which will also connect to the EasyRef server, we can find this device through MAC address and unique check code, and this check code is going to be printed on the devices. But currently we are in the beta stage, so there is also a page in the device UI that already shows the MAC address and the unique code to be able to register the current devices which are not having this check code yet. So we go to the device registration here, and if I click here, then the other page is coming up. There is a big window, a big field where you can just cut and paste into the MAC address, the check code, and the device description that you want to use. So you can just enter it here. So supposedly, if you, for instance, have a list of 100 access points that you want to manage from a remote, you can just cut them. If you've shaped them in the right format with this mark here, this double point comma here, you can just paste them in this screen, in this field, and if you press the register button, the EasyMaster will consult the EasyRef server to find the access points, and when it's found, it will make a direct connection, the shortest connection, and start to provision that in the system. And then it will be shown in the device list after it's been provisioned into the system, and then you can do the same steps as we have done before with the previous slides to add them inside the project or in the groups, wherever you want to put it. So the first column at this moment, we have the cross subnet access point management and the AP group configuration. We'll go to the second column now. Actually, these are the most interesting, and actually most of these functions are already also in the Neutron switches. I just want to go through them just to show the functionality of the EasyMaster. The interface of the EasyMaster looks different than the Neutron because, yes, it's a different platform. And I will just go through them to give you a look and feel about our EasyMaster and how actually intuitive our EasyMaster is to use. So access point configuration and management, and these are group settings. So we are going to work mostly in the group tab of the menu of EasyMaster. But before that, I want to talk about background scanning, and this is one of the features that is built in our EasyMaster. And this is the fundamental for more active functionality of some of the features that are inside the EasyMaster. So background scanning is periodically doing channel hopping to get access points, to read out the access points, which channel they are using and what the power settings is. And it will do it one at a time, and yeah, just to minimize the throughput impact. So, like I said, background scanning is the basis of auto channel selection, rogue AP detection, and auto transmission power. And this feature can be manually activated. You can still turn it off, of course. You can manually activate it in the general settings, and I have a screenshot of that. And you can just turn it on, turn it off, enable or disable. And you can even set the intervals to make it more or less heavy for the system to do this background scanning. If you have a very dynamic wireless environment, then you probably want to increase the intervals or make the intervals smaller of the scanning, so it is more active and anticipating on the changes inside your wireless deployment. So far for this background scanning, let's go to back to the group configuration, like I told. So the access points by default should be configured through a group configuration. And under device control, you find the tab for group, as we have seen in previous slides. So in this page, we can configure the settings of the group. So we'll just go following the overview table, and we just go through all the features one by one. Okay, first slide in group list in group configuration is this slide, and like I mentioned, when the background scanning is activated, transmission power and channel selection will be active, and it will be a continuous process to optimize your network continuously. And in this screen, you will find settings also for yeah. So let me use my pointer here. You find auto channel selection, transmission power, and one of the features which is also mentioned as a feature for EasyMaster is the client limitation, which is a radio setting, so it's also in this tab of this menu. Yeah, of course, next item, multiple SSID. Most Neutron access points support up to 8 SSIDs per radio. Okay, so knowing this SSIDs, next step is how to configure the SSIDs, and you will find you can set all the basic settings here that belong to the SSID parameters. And in this screenshot, we see the settings for client isolation. You see here, client isolation, L2 isolation, VLAN isolation, and the VLAN tag for SSID. And in this case, there's also traffic shaping. Let's go further to the bottom. Traffic shaping again, fast roaming, and the standard security settings. I like to mention here fast roaming. In our Neutron series access points, and especially in combination with our EasyMaster, we have built in the fast roaming, which is based on the K+R protocol, which enables the fast roaming without the use of an authentication server. If you use the traditional fast roaming based on the X protocol, you need a radius server, authentication server for the authentication, but with this K+R protocol, you just need to use the WPA2 or WPA Mix Enterprise or a PSK security to enable the fast roaming based on this protocol. So in the advanced settings of the group, you will find the settings for LED control, band steering, and RSSI threshold here. And this is just a general feature here. Let's continue to guest network. Like I said, one of the big features different than the Neutron switches, EasyMaster has a captive portal, and this feature is involving the guest network. So the captive portal you'll find under the tab of guest network. And you will find, of course, the standard parameters for the guest network, but also the advanced settings to set up a captive portal. And so in this slide, you can see you can select by using the drop-down menu, or you can create a profile here. So in this case, I have already made one. I have selected one captive portal here. I just want to go to the next slide to see how it looks like if you create a new profile. Okay, and EasyMaster actually includes a basic captive portal module with various ways to set up the captive portal. Direct integration with external hotspot services will added gradually and will be available through free software updates. Please remember, all the upgrades are free. The whole EasyMaster is free, no licenses, and also for the firmware upgrades, you don't need to pay any maintenance or license fee for updates. So EasyMaster has this simple captive portal, basic captive portal, and there are a few different ways how to do it. First of all, you can use an external splash page, but you can also make an internal splash page with, of course, a very simple one. And this is how it looks like. You can put a logo in and some standard text, and yeah, of course, the login. You can either also choose to not make it necessary to use a log password. So already the basic functions are built in, and then you can make the accounts very simple. If you use the internal database, you can easily set up accounts in the guest accounts list, and very easy you can create different accounts if you use the local database here. And so we just went into the group settings for the guest network, but to make it easier accessible, this page, because I can imagine that maybe some administrator needs to add or delete some accounts. So there is also an extra menu link made in the menu for easily quick access to these pages where you can make the accounts to for your guest access. And this is how you make one. And the first stage of the beta, in this current beta version, where the slides are coming from, you can make an account based on username and passwords. But there are already so many features that we want to build in, like a time restriction, start time, end time, and this will be also built in later into the final version. So far, The second column, I think we have covered everything now. Background scanning, yes. Auto TX power, client limiting, multiple, yes, we have covered everything. And yeah, well, we just go through the third column. And actually the fourth column also right away after that. You will see that a few things are not bold in this screen. Some things are still under development. Also in the fourth column, there are a few items still under development, so I cannot show them. But let's go to the comprehensive monitoring. And actually, it starts already from the home screen. This is the home screen, and in this screen you can already read out many data from the saying something about the status of the system. For instance, I have here the information that I have 3 managed devices and I have 1 project inside my system. So if I go to my recently opened projects here, let's go to this screen. And the slides are not 100% synchronized. If I go to device configuration and go to access points, well, I can already see my access points here. Let's see if I click here. And in the statistics here, let's go back 1 slide here. Okay, so in my device control, I see my access point here, and if I want to see the statistics, I have to go to the statistics here to do some monitoring. And we can see the statistics in 3 different ways. We can look per access point, by client, wireless client, and the total throughput of an access point. So this is the things that we see here. If we press this one here, I think I go 2 slides at a time. Okay, this is the access points. In this case, I can only show you the activity of 1 access point because only 1 access point has active users in this on the moment that I made the screenshot. And if I go to wireless client, I first have to select the access point which I want to see, and I see inside this access point that in this case, in this screenshot, I have 2 active clients doing some real big traffic in my access point. And if I look at the throughput here, I can see the throughput of the access point. And in this drop-down menu, I can open it to select the access point which I want to view, and it will show the last 2 minutes of throughput of the access point. So the next item is the visual topology view. And this is all similar to the original Neutron Switch. Just looks a little bit different. You have a visual overview of the relations between the components in your network, and many basic information is already displayed for your convenience. I like to mention here one thing which I have not put in my notes. Mentioning, going back to the previous one of the first slides with the pink balloons, that you can use a Neutron Switch working together with the EasyMaster, but you can also use the EasyMaster to manage the access point directly. Okay, if you use the switch together with the EasyMaster, this kind of visual topology view will be complete. You will see the switches connected to the access point connected to the switches. You can see the ports which are used. You can see the active ports. If you directly use EasyMaster with the access points and there are some other third-party switches in between, you will not have a proper view of this. So one of the advantages that you have if you use the full set with including the switch and the EasyMaster on top of it, you can have the full visual topology view as far as possible. Of course, you will not see the switches that are on the internet. That is in a different place, of course. Next thing is the floor plan view, and also the floor plan. Let me just turn this off. The floor plan view, also like in the Neutron switches, is also built in, and you can see also the wireless coverage display. It will give you an estimation of the coverage of your network, and the coverage display will follow the radio settings of the access point. So, for instance, if I would increase the power of this access point, of course the coverage will be higher than now. Last thing of the monitoring is the map view, especially when you have multi-building or outdoor deployments. You have map view using Google Maps, and you can easily drag and drop your access points, especially if you have multiple buildings. For instance, if I have one building here and one building here, I can say, oh yeah, I have one access point in this building and one access point in this building, for instance. And the numbers of inside the balloons here are referring to the quantity of users that are currently using that access point. And because of, you can see it here, green means online, gray means offline, and yellow means busy. And that's also referring in the previous slide, the same counts for this. So far for the third column then. We will go quickly to column number 4, just to be able to fit this whole presentation in this 1 hour time frame that I reserved. The last few features, and then actually in this column there are a few things that are still not finalized in the beta version. In my next presentation, where I want to explain the exact functionality of all these features, I will go one by one to explain what it does and how it works. For now, I will just show whatever is showable in the beta version of this firmware, and I will just go through these slides, what I have. So management and maintenance. In the kick-band and wireless clients, in the wireless client list under the monitoring menu, you can kick or ban the wireless clients. Kick means one time disconnect, and ban means disconnect, and you will add the MAC address to the block list. So if this same client with this MAC address will try to connect again, it will not be able to connect again. So after you have banned a client, you will find the MAC address in the block list, and the block list you can find where was it? Oh wait, I need to see what happens here. The block list is under device control, and then under access control, and then you find the block list here. And for instance, I have made the screenshot on the moment that I have banned this MAC address, and I can, if I remove it from this list, then it will be able to reconnect again to the network. Let's go to bulk upgrade. As a general feature in the Neutron series, we have a special way of upgrading firmwares. You can upgrade, so it's not that you have you go inside the device and you grab the firmware. No, it's a little bit turn around. You go into your device and you upload the firmware, and the system will check which devices can be updated with this firmware. So in this screen, you see that you first have to upload a new file, and then the system will determine by itself which devices can be updated. And then, for instance, if I would have the firmware for the EWS 300, if I upload it and I have 4 pieces of EWS 300 in my setup, these 4 pieces will be listed down here, and I can select them one by one or all of them to say, okay, I want to update all 4 of them, and then I can press the update button to update these 4 access points, or maybe 2 or just one of them. Event log is another monitor function, and yeah, here you can find the differences. You can find the different events that are recorded in the system. The global settings. In the global settings, you can find various pages to configure the admin account, remote logging, EasyMaster reset, and upgrade functions. Also the background scanning, which I showed in the beginning. It's also in this the global settings menu. And yeah, the last thing that I want to show you regarding the screenshots and actually this whole presentation is the intelligent diagnostics. This is also in this global settings menu, and that's this page. Like I said, the EasyMaster is quite depending on connection. So in this diagnostics, the intelligent diagnostics, it will check if all the connections are set up properly, and there are a few elements that are be checked. So these are the internet connection, DNS settings, gateway setting, and the controller port, and the easy. Like I said also in the beginning, that EasyMaster is using our EasyReg server, the Easy Register server, and this connection also needs to be properly set up before it can run properly. So it will show here. I purposely did not open one port to show that the errors really come up if you make something wrong in the setup. And yeah, so in this case, the controller port is not opened, so it would not be able to in this setup, it would not be able to control from the outside. So this is actually the last slide that I want to show in this presentation. My next slide is actually referring to my previous series of webinar. This series of webinar is series number 2, where I now talk about the EasyMaster. In my series 1 of webinars, I was talking about the Neutron Switch, but since we are now in the launching stage of the EasyMaster, I dedicate all these presentations to the EasyMaster. But as you feel, sometimes I refer back to EasyMaster, Neutron switches, and I would like to refer back to my old presentations from the previous series to compare the difference between the switch, if you use the Neutron switch, or if you want to use the EasyMaster. But maybe I can do another summary again, going back to previous slides, because this is one of the most important slides here if we talk about our EasyMaster. If you use our current final stage of the Neutron Switch, you have the capability of managing 50 access points in a local place. And if you are using EasyMaster, the software version which you have to install on a system, you can manage up to 1,000 access points. So these are the two. This is the first main feature that's different between using EasyMaster or the Neutron Switch. Second thing is cross-subnet management. It's the fact that the Neutron switch you can only manage locally, and with EasyMaster you can manage from different places. And above that, captive portal, like I've shown in the slide. So please keep in mind that you have these big differences: 1000 access points, cross subnet, and captive portal if you're using EasyMaster. But supposedly EasyMaster is to make the Neutron solution more complete, and if you use both of them, you have the full function of the Neutron switch, the Neutron solution, how it is designed to be. So I will go back to the last slide with the links. So here you can find the links to either the PDF and the recording of the previous webinar. There is also the the handout is from this presentation, the feature sheet. Okay. If you download this presentation either through the handouts, then you can also find this link in this presentation, of course. Yeah. So this actually was the last slide of the presentation. You can post your questions or mail them afterwards. Well, actually, I prefer to mail. I prefer you guys to mail the questions to webinar@engeniusnetworks.eu, and I will answer the questions after the webinar. So it's webinar@engeniusnetworks.eu, and if you have any questions, you can just post them there, and I will just do my best to give you a proper answer there. So yeah, I want to close here, and just summarizing, it was the second of the 3 webinar trilogy that is dedicated to the Neutron solution. And the next webinar, I will explain the functionality and the benefits of all the features. I will just go through the same list, and I'll explain how this feature, what is the benefit of this feature, and how it works. So please register to the next webinar. I will leave this webinar open for a few minutes. That you can also post some questions here, and you can still copy the link here to my previous presentation. And I will leave you here until it closes, and then I hope to see you in the next webinar. So thank you very much for your participation, and I hope to see you again. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.